Hello, welcome to my live psychic tarot reading about Shane Dawson. If you would like your own personal, private, confidential psychic tarot reading from me or an astrology birth chart reading from me, then check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. I am available for readings and bookings right now. Also, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hit that bell next to the subscribe button so that you get a notification whenever I go live. And I would love it if you would also follow me on my social media pages at Lamarr Townsend on Instagram and Lamarr Townsend Tarot on Facebook. So let's get right into it. This is about Shane Dawson. I don't really have too many questions for Shane. I just want to know about his mental health and his career. All right, in his YouTube career. So I think we can put YouTube and his career in one question. So really just two questions for Shane. So hey, CH Productions, make sure you guys hit that like button. Let's get into the tea. What's going on with Shane Dawson and his mental health? What's going on with Shane Dawson's mental health? What's going on with Shane Dawson's mental health? Can you ask about him and Ryland? Is that the person he's dating? What's going on with Shane Dawson's mental health? Thank you all for being here. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, last shuffle. Hey Aisha, what is going on with Shane Dawson's mental health? I get the Six of Wands here in the past position. So there's something about Shane where he seeks validation or he gets something from validation. Validation from people outside of him. All right. Thank you so much, Amber, for the $49.99 donation. Hey, friend, I want to say thank you and love your friend, and you're looking fierce and fabulous. Thank you so much. I get the Knight of Swords here in the present position for Shane. Shane is a very mental guy. He's very much in his head a lot. He thinks a lot. And he's also the type of guy, I don't know what zodiac sign he is or what's in his chart, but I also feel like he's the type of guy where he can sometimes like expect the worst or think the worst, like he's almost a pessimist in some way. So I do think there's something about Shane though where there are just certain things that he hasn't healed from his childhood that he brings with him into his present life. I feel like Shane does have certain triggers as well. That trigger certain parts of him, that trigger certain facets of his personality. I actually feel like why do I keep wanting to call him Train? Shane has gone through trauma when he was younger. I do feel like Shane went through some sort of trauma when he was younger, or trauma that maybe he hasn't talked about, or has he talked about going through any sort of trauma? Maybe, when he was a kid, being abused or something like that. But I do think there's something where Shane, he's just a thinker and he's always on the go, always thinking, never really resting his mind, never really resting his body. He's always on the go, always on the move. But it feels like Shane's the type of guy he feels like he's always running from something. So he's always on the go, always on the move, always working, but really he's running from certain things. So I think if anything, Shane, it would be interesting to see a documentary on you, or it would be interesting to see someone do a documentary on you and your, mental health and what really goes on in the inner workings of your mind, because I think it's a lot deeper than we think, okay? He has mentioned that his father was very abusive when he was a child. Okay. What kind of abuse? Because I feel like, he may have gone through some sort of sexual abuse as well when he was younger. You feel bad. Shane and his cameraman have been working hard to upload the second part of his conspiracy video. He needs to take it easy. He's a Cancer. This is Shane Dawson. He's a YouTuber. There's something about Shane where his mental health is a little bit fragile. For example, I think if Shane could have, one thing that he sees as stable in his life go wrong, he could have a breakdown. Like there's something about Shane where he's very fragile. But he's also, does he have Earth in his chart? Because it's like he gets validation and stability from the people and circumstances and situations around him. So I feel like there's something about Shane where he struggles with change, especially change in relationships or having to meet new people. Does he suffer from some sort of social disorder or anxiety disorder or something like that? I feel like he has a lot of inner demons or a lot of things he needs to work through within himself actually, but he's really good at hiding it. Shane was the first person I ever saw use LOL and LAMAO many years ago. He did mention that he was molested, but he never mentioned by who. Oh, okay, yeah, I get that energy. All right, so my next question is, what's the future of Shane and his career? Remember, if you want your own personal reading, check out my website, LamarrTownsendTarot.com. What? Oh, his boyfriend's a Taurus. Right, okay. Someone wanted me to ask about the boyfriend. What is in store next for Shane and his career? I believe his name is Ryland. I think I've seen him. They did a video, I think, in their new house, and they have this weird room that's really small. I think I watched that video. I don't know if I watched the whole thing, though. But I do remember that part. What's next for Shane in his career? I feel like he's definitely like a humanitarian. He loves to help people. He really does love to help people. I get the... Is Shane religious? Is Shane religious, you guys? Did he grow up religious? I get the 5 of Cups here in the present position. The Moon. I don't know. I feel like Shane could end up in movies, but it feels like low, not big budget movies. Like, kind of like Lifetime, something like that. Like, I see something with that coming up soon. I do see maybe where he could be on the big screen as well, playing a role. But it's kind of like he's playing himself, but he's not. I feel like it may have something to do with conspiracy theories, to be honest with you. But I do see something about conspiracy theories, like, and that taking him mainstream. Again, I guess at this stage, all right, because he was mainstream before at some point. And I get the star card as I say that. I pull the star card in this deck. So Shane, it does look like there are good things coming your way when it comes to your career and being out there in the limelight. I think this conspiracy theory moment you had recently did some really good things for your career and really got you a lot of exposure. And I think it will continue to get you exposure. Maybe I'm seeing another documentary. Maybe, and I feel like it could deal with global warming or the weather, something like that, or at least that's mentioned. Does he have children? I feel like we're gonna end up seeing Shane with like a family. And somehow that becomes a part of his career or his YouTube channel or wherever he is at that point in his life. So my last question for Shane is, what is next for him and Ryland? What's going on with Shane and Ryland? What's going on with Shane and his boyfriend? What's going on with Shane and his boyfriend? What's going on with Shane and his boyfriend, Ryland? I get the lovers in the past. Interesting. I get the 5 of coins in the present position. Are they having money issues? I get the Queen of Coins. I think Shane is the main breadwinner in the relationship. I also think Shane has Earth in his chart. There's something where one or both of these people, Ryland and Shane, can be childish in this relationship. Or one of them can be very childish and petty and kind of throw temper tantrums. But I feel like they both have this energy within them. They have very similar energy, to be honest. Are they both Cancers or are they both water signs? I don't know why I see them having kids or adopting kids soon or at some point. But I definitely think these two have ups and downs in their relationship, like most relationships, you know? So, I don't know. I feel like they're also, I don't know, there's something about Shane where he can be very crafty. So I feel like we could hear about something about them having a fight or like a breakup or a split, but I feel like that could be drumming up press for like, you know, a new documentary or something like that. You know, like Shane's that kind of person where he can be a little bit sneaky. So, Ryland's a Taurus. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think Shane wears the pants in this relationship. And I'm not sure that's always a good thing. That's how I'll say that. All right, you guys, if you would like a personal reading, check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you subscribe. This has been the Shane Dawson reading. Shane, I wish you the best. And love and light, okay? I will catch you guys in the next live. And have a good night. Have a good morning. Have a good day. All right?